Hello. Hello, I'm the Oddnight Builder. Welcome back to my show. This is going to be another multi-episode series. I most likely will do mini episodes in between because it's going to be so long, mostly because I don't have definite plans for this build. I'm sure all of you have been wondering what the heck the giant blue hexagon on the floor of my garage is. Well, it's a design that I've been working on for quite some time for a hexagon-shaped all-in-one work center for all my tools, mostly because I just have way too much stuff and not enough space. It's going to be approximately 5 feet with a 1 foot center, 2 feet coming out from the center, and it's rather large. I don't know if you've actually taken time to look at how big it is compared to the rest of the garage. It's going to start off with its own power substation. Next, I'm going to have a integrated vacuum system and hopefully some baffle system so I can have integrated dust collection. I'm not 100% on this one. Some kind of an air station built in as well so I can use my nailers. I have an integrated router station and a saw station, both with extension capabilities. The next layer, over the tabletop, will have a chop saw that extends out just a little bit and some kind of wings to support. On the opposing side, a sanding station, and then the skill saw, and finally a drill press. Now, like most of my builds, this may change up a bit. I just wanted to show you the basic example of how I'm going to be doing things. The layer upon this layer is also going to have a clamp rack right in the center where I can hang all the clamps I have, because right now they're hanging from the ceiling. Not the best situation, and they're really only accessible by me because I have long arms. Now, is this a huge undertaking? Oh, hell yes. I'll probably actually have to spend money this time. But what better way to do it than on YouTube, right? Welcome to my big pile of anything. This is where I get all the wood for my pallet projects. I couldn't find the exact size that I needed, so I used a bunch of 2x8 smaller pieces, and what I'm going to effectively make is a glue lamb, it's usually a larger member of wood that's composed of smaller members of wood through glue mostly and pressure. Most construction sites, they will glue it, and they will also put nails, screws, whatever manner of connecting two pieces of wood that's available, preferably screws, and they make a larger piece of wood that's more manageable and cheaper in cost. Laying these out, I use millimeters instead of American inches. The reason I do that is because breaking down units of 12 is a lot harder than breaking down units of 10. So I lay the 3 pieces down like this. I have the green and the orange pieces on the top and bottom, and the red one will be the center. So the pieces themselves are 140 millimeters. And when you divide that into 3, you get 46.667 repeating. So basically 46 2/3. It's not very practical to try to make a size that big. So what I did is I took the 46, added it together for the top and bottom. So 140 millimeters minus the sum of 46 plus 46, which gives you 48 remainder. So in the center here of the red piece will be 48 millimeters, which is about that thick. It's really not too bad. It'll be plenty strong, and when you put all the screws and factor in all the other strengths of the wood just from friction together, it'll really work out well. Where the heck is my hammer? Oh. Camera off. Okay, so here are the pieces that will eventually become the glue lamps. This one piece that's going to be composed of the most amount of pieces. This one piece right here is actually a lot of crap. As you can see, it's all rounded edges here. So this much of it will be cut off, and probably this here will be the piece I'm using. This piece right here is the perfect piece. It'll just be glued and nailed together. This is what I want this one and this one to look like. Now this one is a little easier. It'll just be these 4 pieces cut and screwed and glued together, and they'll eventually look like this piece right here. So this piece and this piece will get laid this way and that way. Well, that's the plan anyway. The diagonal length of the piece that I need is 69.28. I'm just gonna round off to 69. Yeah, laugh now, whatever, I don't care. That's the optimal size I need, and it just happens to be the size of the 2 perfect pieces I already have, so I'm going to keep that measurement. Okay, so this is how you make a glue lamb. Basically, you take all the pieces that you want to have together, and you take the center point. So for 69 inches, that's 34.5, which would be right here. And you want to have your joint of the 2 pieces that are going to butt together off of that center line, or else you're going to have a very weak spot right there. You don't want that. So I've marked it 1, 2, 3, so that when I'm cutting I can reconstruct it. I also have this line here just so it's a little easier to figure out what piece goes where. And what I'm going to do is cut the edges and then probably glue and screw all these other pieces together, and staying away from the center mark just because I want to make the 48mm cut right in this area. I'm not really sure how wide I need. I know it's going to be an angle because of the pieces that are going to be overlapping. This piece right here is going to go at that end. So this is marked number 4, and it's also cut with the length and waist part that are on that end. So I've got the main pieces cut, and as you saw, the main structure of the lamb is completed. I'm not going to glue the pieces together just yet because I'm trying to figure whether or not I want to take them apart again and put in spacers for some wheels that I have. I'm not really sure, which is why I'm just holding off on it. Until next Oddnight, I'm the Oddnight Builder.